This is your main man, Andrew Wood, coming back. We'll be joined by my co-host, Ryan, and we're going to show you what we found in the thrift store over the last week or so. First of all, let me show you some stuff I found here. I got a whole lot of these books that I just bought because they're a quarter each, and they're from the late to mid-'70s. Now, for books of that time period, these are in good shape. I plan to just sell these anyway. I remember these from when I was a kid, but I never cared about them when I was a kid. I think these are girls' books. That's the impression that I remember from childhood at any rate. But as you can see, that's a whole stack of them. Most of them are really, really good, I thought, inside for being as old as they are. And most of them don't seem to have tags in there or any sort of writing in them other than some stamps here. A few of them do have some writing as this book belongs to whoever. And, of course, there's some various shelfware concerns, issues like that. I mean, none of these books are going to be in mint condition, and like that book there is a little worse shape than some of the others. So there's going to be a variety of conditions. But you can see these. I'm sure there's someone out there watching that has fond childhood memories of these. But I have probably getting close to, I don't know, 400 books in this house for my kid. Not 400 books in this house. No. 400 books in this house for my kid. So, these aren't something that my wife seemed to have any memory of, and I don't really care to sit down and read them to him because, again, you have hundreds of books to choose from. He is pretty much a legitimate children's library here. However, when I can get these at a quarter each tax, why not pick them up, lot them up, sell them on eBay, somebody can pick them up that appreciates them, and I'll probably list them, probably before this video actually is even up. That's what we'll see. Now, I found the majority of these books all came from one haul that we went on, let's see, Friday, so we went yesterday. Picked those up all from the Morgan Box. We also picked up these. These also will eventually find their way to eBay. This one has a little bit of a crease here. These I'm a bit more interested in the condition one, and has someone's name written in pencil busting. But the inside of the book looks good. These are really well, it's got a stamp here apparently as well. These are books that actually sell pretty well. My son has both of these. We have copies for him of both of these. I think these are really good. These are beginning to read books. And, it'll be a few years before he can read these. This is not a preschool reading level or anything, but these are really good. It's just a lot of the characters there help me get more invested. In fact, he has a toy of every single character on that page. A lot of these guys' names I don't know. Well, there's Jabba. That's my man right there. Jabba the Hutt with a big blue yay. But I really like these books. They're enjoyable to sit down and read to them. And from those of you that watch these thrift store finds regularly might remember, I found a lot of these Star Wars books. The ones that I think are going to be good that aren't just recaps of movies. I don't care for a book just to recap the movie, but those are pretty good. And those are a quarter each, so I can put up with you and make a little bit of money. I'm going to put a big lot together. I don't just sell 2 books. I'll probably sell 7 or 8 books at least. This one, Sleeping Beauty, a quarter. Apparently it's a free coloring book when you buy a video. I just probably throw this into the Christmas present for one of my nieces. My kids really want to color this, and so you can see over there the second shelf right behind the doorknob. All those books under that Spider-Man puzzle over there, and you probably can't even see most of them, but it goes all the way down. There's maybe 2 or 3 dozen uncolored coloring books sitting there. He has enough to get through the rest of his childhood, really, and that's just what's sitting there. I find them all the time for 10 cents, 15 cents a quarter. In fact, there's another one that was 25 cents. This is a black one. Let's see, what is the actual name of this? I don't know, but he has the colors. He has some of these other ones. He's the colors for this. He really likes dinosaurs. In fact, you can see he's playing with a Petrosaur here. In fact, we'll get to this a little bit later. I found another coloring book that I was quite happy with. This one was a original $6 price tag. This is United States of America coloring and activity book. So on the front you can see the Statue of Liberty, American flag, Capitol building, Lincoln Monument, the Space Needle, Golden Gate Bridge. So it really has a lot there. And inside, you can see these activities you can do. It's an educational book. It's a little bit of a story in here too. It's for a quarter. There's Washington. You can color Washington. or Betty Ross. So you can learn about these things. And having a child have something to be interactive with is a great way to start getting them involved in history. Oh yeah, I remember watching it because I did that. So that's something that I'll probably get them involved with. I'll probably put that away about a year or so and get them involved with it then. Picked up this. I remember seeing this. They made an animated version of this too. It's the Mickey Mouse Jack and the Beanstalk. I don't know if I'll keep this or not because this book is in wonderful shape. It looks like it's from the early 80s or 70s. It's in really good shape. But I have a bunch of Jack and the Beanstalk books, and I'm not really a huge Disney. Actually, I don't like Disney very much. So we'll see what happens with that one. There's an X-Man, and it has it's not a comic book. It's like some of the Star Wars books. So it's the same group. He really likes books like that. So for a quarter, I definitely grab it. This says The Gingerbread Man and Other Tales. I wasn't going to buy it, although he doesn't have the Gingerbread Man. I wasn't going to buy it for that. But it has a Billy Goat Gruff in here, which we did not have. Somehow we did not have. In fact, you can even see it right there. There's the troll. You know I'm going to get with some trolls. Come on now. I couldn't believe when I just kind of flipped through it. I was like, I don't think we'll get this. I saw other stories. I said, well, what are the other stories? I said, ooh, Billy Goat's Gruff. Well, we have to pick that up. And we did. I mean, at a quarter. Why wouldn't you? This was also a quarter. Originally priced 99 cents. Looks like it's probably from the very early 80s. It's like a Golden Guide style book all about butterflies and moths. There's a lunar moth in there, which is lunar moth is one of my maybe even my favorite insect. I think they look awesome, very fairy-like. The Spider-Man book, which was 50 cents. The Spider-Man book, which was a quarter. There is these are the ones I'm showing now. These are the ones I plan to keep for. This is Mysteries and Marvels of the Animal World. He really likes books like this, go into the real detail and show all the animals and everything. This interest in there. My wife just got home, so he's gonna quickly make his retreat. I paid 50 cents for this. This book, I couldn't believe how cheap it was. You can it's got all these transformers, and then you can flip out and make different pieces. You can see how that book works, and it's got a story in here. So for 50 cents, that was a heck of a book. We have picked up this. Now you guys know I pick these books up all the time for my son. This is the Spiderwick Chronicles, or Chronicles of Spiderwick, something like that. I think I actually saw that movie at some point. He probably still need a few years to watch that movie, but it has all the cool stuff, the little flaps and folders in here. And these books are really expensive. I bet I have close to the entire collection of not Spiderwick, but the books like this, whatever the series is. In fact, we have a tag here on the back that does not help me out with the price on it. Oh, right here. This is $22 originally. I paid $1 for it. It's in pretty good shape still. I also bought some Sesame Street stuff. This is a pop-up book that is in great shape. That's really hard to find at a thrift store. Trust me on that. At a quarter for that. That's cool. And I picked up these are from the early 80s, and these are mostly in really good shape. There were a few that are kind of ratty, so I just left them there. But I picked up that one. And now, all these are going to eBay. My kid doesn't care much about Sesame Street. He didn't watch it, but he likes the older sorts of things, like Batman and stuff like that. That one, this one's a little bit rougher. This is quite old as well. And then I picked up some Muppets. I was originally just going to do Muppets and Sesame Street in the same lot, but the Sesame Street stuff there was a lot of it there, so. We have this one, Mom's Having a Baby with Fozzie. These are Muppet Kids, and here's a Muppet Babies. And all these, I paid a quarter for each one of them. So, if they don't sell, I'll just keep my kids' collection. But this Jim Henson's Muppet Babies, 25 cents for that one. I picked up this, which is called Whale Tail. So thumbs up if you get Whale Tail and get why Whale Tail is funny. I think it's funny. Some people aren't going to get that, and that's fine. But those that do, Whale Tail, very funny. Picked up some of these Thomas the Train books. Here's some of these, and I absolutely hate reading Thomas the Train books. I hate watching the show. I really don't like it at all. It's just terrible. It's really weird, too, because it doesn't have that same sort of moral that you expect in a story, which is fine. I mean, I don't care about that, but it's very odd. But I think these other are a quarter each. I think I'm just going to sell those Thomas the Train books. My wife doesn't really read them, too, and I don't like to read them. Like I said, we have so many books that if one is just sitting there, I might as well go ahead and get rid of it. Now, I picked these toys up here. These are all $1. You want a bag at $1. These are probably just going lots. The small little super villains and heroes, have started to just sell those because he has so many of the big, nice ones that stuff like that's just wasting space in my house. And there's Penguin, so I think he has a little bit of wear on him, Penguin. But again, all this was $1. There's an Iron Man, and he has full articulation. He's pretty good. There was this, which is a Battle Beast. Its little logo here has fallen off. I remember they used to play ads for these during the Transformers cartoon show. Later in the Transformers run, that was the only advertisement I'd ever seen for them. You can find under Battle Beast on YouTube. If you Google that, and you can see the commercials. I, for some reason, loved these when I was a kid. They definitely did a good marketing job for me, and they're really not particularly impressive toys. They had like the Chinese style elementals on them, which are elementals plus wood, and they were kind of, you would just like rub it and be like, oh, he's wood and he's fire, but they were always the same. So like if you had any kind of memory, you'd be like, oh, he's wood, and I know that guy's fire, so you know whoever picks second could just win. So it was faulty, you know. It had some problems. There was also this I don't know, this probably came from like a McDonald's or something. It's like a Transformer here for you, I don't bother. It's a Bumblebee Transformer. And then there's this guy, I don't know who he is, but he's a Marvel Comics guy. He looks like he probably had wings at one point, but he doesn't now. But again, all of it's $1, so whatever. I picked up this for $1. This is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles bike. I'm going to go with whoever the blue guy is. This has to be his bike because it's color coordinated. I just don't want people who live in the sewer to be color coordinated. Then there's this. Okay, let that finish, please. Oh yeah, this guy, he's a GoBot. He was 75 cents. And here we go. Changing the funny there. Just shove him down here in the chest cavity. Yeah, I think it needs to be pushed back in a little bit more. But anyway, yeah. So he turns into a robot or to a T-Rex. So he was 75 cents. That's a pretty good deal. I picked up 2 of these Christmas time, so a lot of things are coming out of the present closet, but these will help replenish for the future, I guess. I paid $1.25 for each of them. They're floating candles, and the price tag on they're brand new. And the price tag on this is $5 originally price, so $1.25. That's pretty good. I decided to pick them both of them. They look all beat up in the package or anything. I paid $0.25 for these. Well, I know it's $1 for a staple. But kids absolutely love these, and at $0.25 for what's that, like 18 of them, you know, you can't leave that behind. Picked up this. This might even go up for sale because I find this particular ship I find all the time. It's missing the cockpit, but it has everything else there. You know, the R2 and I don't know, it has a landing gear. I might just it will pay $1.25 for it. I don't know, I might sell it. I might have to go look in the attic, see how many of these we have. There's that one, there's one that's the same, except it has like a red color to it. I don't even know, I just haven't examined. But we have this. I saw my collections, I saw you had this, you had it brand new in a package, but you paid about $11 for it, everything. I know you got this little piece here, and you got like 2 men with it, but I paid $1.25 for mine. So, Ryan, stop, and you can spin it around here. See the deal, it's got the guns on it, just missing that one piece. Of course, water moccasin, you gotta go with that. These are quite awesome. It's one of my all-time favorite Cobra guys, or Cottonmouth, whatever the hell his name is. But I got this, which is one of my first one with earlier. The wings go in. This is $1.25, and you can perch them on something. And you can do this, mouth, and I think there's actually a way to make it make noise. So there we are. So yeah, it just got a lot cooler, right? We got that. But all the things we bought today, the absolute coolest was this. The UFC Ultimate Fighting Championship belt. It has a little rhinestones going across. In fact, it's missing one. That one right there, and that's a Jack and me. But that one right there is missing. Almost perfect. This is and this is of course child size. I'm gonna have a lot of fun watching my son walk around with this, as he is the 50-pound champion, the preschooler weight champion. In fact, 50 pounds probably like a kindergarten weight. My son, he's a big kid. This I thought was very awesome. Usually I just see like wrestling belts, and I have like 1 or 2 wrestling belts I think I want for him, but a UFC belt, obviously the absolute coolest. They had a WC belt there too, but WC kind of sucked. I don't like little guys. I like the big weight divisions and big classes. So that was awesome to me to find out. I paid $125 for stacks for it, and it looks outside that winter icing missing. It looks absolutely perfect. So that was a cool buy for me. So that's what we have, and thanks for watching, guys. If for the thrift store guys, if I don't make another one of these before Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Santa days to everyone. And for those of you that have too much clutter, too much thrifting stuff, post ads on Craigslist. This time of year, man, you can just unload some of those toys that you're like, man, I don't really want that in my collection. And it's a really good time to do that. I've been posting a Craigslist ad, and I've sold tons and tons of stuff, and made a good profit on it. Made more than I had in it, plus getting rid of stuff that my kid ended up not liking as well. So it's a good way to free up some space this time.